Although there are over 1.3 billion $2 bills in circulation, and they continue to print them every few years, a lot of people still hoard them, thinking they're rare or will someday have more value. It makes you wonder if all the effort in producing new ones is worth it, or maybe if they'd be better off discontinuing the $2 bill altogether. Would that be a good thing or a bad thing? Let's take a look at some of the pros and cons of discontinuing the $2 bill. One of the biggest pros in eliminating the quirky denomination is the simple fact that people just aren't very knowledgeable about them.
Not everyone knows that there are authentic $2 bills that are legal tender that you can spend. When people get a $2 bill, they think it's very rare because you don't often see them in circulation. And people have a tendency to want to hold them and hoard them and hold on to them because that misconception that they're so rare, where the fact is you can still buy them at a bank for face value.
This lack of knowledge means not too many people would be put off if the $2 bill disappeared.
I think if you got rid of it, no one would notice, for the most part.
The United States government would certainly notice. After all, it's in their best interest to keep the $2 bill around. One of the cons for discontinuing the bill is the potential lost revenue the government would suffer.
From the government's perspective, they definitely prefer a $2 bill, and the reason is it costs much less to print. It's costing them 10 cents to print a $1 bill. So if they can just print $2 bills, they're going to cut their cost of printing in half. That can save them $50 to $100 million a year in printing costs.
Most people don't care about how much money the government saves, however. But they still might be upset to see the $2 bill go away because of the pleasure that comes with using them. Another con for discontinuing the bill is the joy that's often experienced when $2 bills are used.
It's fun to see people's reactions when you spend twos. Waitresses love to get them, valets love to get them as tips. Because of the misconception, I know oftentimes, like if I leave some as a tip, I'll watch the reaction from the server and they're like, oh, thank you. And you're just, you're welcome.
Matthew Zacklad uses twos all the time in his daily transactions. They've enriched his life immensely.
Every time I interact with someone, it's positive. 99 out of 100 is positive. So that affects my daily happiness, of course.
Is that enough to keep the $2 bill around, though? Some would say no. They'd argue that it's not worth it to make more just for an occasional smile, maybe adding that the $2 bill only gets made for collectors. And that's another pro toward eliminating the bill, that doing so would enhance its collector's value.
They would probably be happy because their existing $2 bills would go up in value. They'd have more historical significance now because $2 bills are no longer made. Okay, now that being said, there are many novelties out there that people value very highly. So I'm sure there are many people who love the $2 bill and love the novelty of it and the uniqueness of it and would like to see it continue. And since the government makes money every time they print one and give it to a collector, there's really no problem with that either.
Aha! We're right back to the concept of the government making money. Besides saving on printing costs, how exactly does the government make money when you don't spend your $2 bills? It has to do with a concept called seigniorage.
This is the profit that the treasury, parentheses the taxpayer, pockets through the process of issuing the currency. So if it costs you 17 cents to make a $2 bill, and presto, you just made a $2 bill. Now you've also made $1.93 in profit. Now, then because it gets shoved in a drawer, you get to keep that sort of forever.
So when people hoard their $2 bills, or when collectors put them away for safekeeping, it's only enhancing the government's profit. Yes, that's another con to discontinuing the bill.
If Treasury is profiting from issuing twos that everybody just pockets, then why not keep making them?
Because, some would say, there's nowhere to put them in the register.
Let me just check with the manager just to see where I put these, because they don't have like a slot for it. Where you put them? Okay.
It's not a very good pro for discontinuing the $2 bill, but some would say we should eliminate it because their cash register is better served by using the slots for other denominations.
We don't have a slot for twos. We would just put them right in here. They share a slot with the credit card receipts and with like the 50s and the 100s.
Overall, this channel supports the idea of $2 bills continuing to be made. You can argue for or against that all day, but there's no denying the lasting impact that their continuation allows for.
It's really the sweet item that brings a little bit of nostalgia and joy to anyone who wants to have it.
Producing the two, it helps with maintaining the magic of the almighty dollar and the national history and symbology infused in the notes, and especially for people sort of the coin collector, currency collector set, you get to kind of please them a little bit, I think, by having twos out there in the economy for all of those tooth fairy presents or a gift from a parent for whatever holiday.
They are neat. I think they're going to continue to be tooth fairy money, or left as tips for waitresses is something special, and I think they should. And I think that I like the idea of them maintaining that appeal because it draws interest to currency.
What do you think should happen with the $2 bill? Should they keep making it or should they discontinue it? Share your thoughts in the comments below.